I have to thank my support, my foundation, and that's my husband, Ron, because he's been with me through thick and thin of everything and has always been there great to support, because I remember when I first ran for public office and when I found out that the seat was going to be open and I decided to run for the House the first time, I went home and asked him to run because I thought he would be a great servant of the people. And he said, I can't do that, Rita, but I support you, and he has. He supported me all the way, so I want to thank him. I want to share with you what got me here today. First of all, I grew up here, went to school here, got married here. My roots go very deep in this community. And through all of that, I had great opportunity to serve. I served on the school board for 8 years. I served on the beautification committees. I served while my husband served on the Lyman Community Council. And I've seen these wonderful municipalities of Duncan, Lyman, Welford, and have seen the unincorporated area of Startex and Holly Springs and East Greer and all of those areas really grow and flourish. So when I went to Columbia, I went with a great foundation, a real sense of servant's heart to serve the people of this area. And then I had an opportunity to run for statewide office. And for those of you that might not know, when you serve in the House of Representatives and you run for a statewide office, you have to give up your seat. So I had to give up the House seat to run. Now, I didn't bring the Lieutenant Governor's seat home, but I brought a great opportunity was given to me to continue to serve the people. So for the past 5.5 years, I have served not only this area, but the people of the state through the executive branch, working alongside Governor Sanford on many of the things that philosophically I believe in, that he believes in. We also have served the Commission on Higher Education, where I am right now. And I have learned that we have a tremendous education system in this state. And while we have weak links, and we're as strong as our weakest link, we've got to continue to make sure that our young people, like this young man right here, continues to grow and steps into the 21st century with a tremendous education and workforce experience. I share all that with you because of the fact that I feel that the experience and the knowledge and the built relationships that I have gives me an opportunity to have a real strong, effective voice for you in Columbia. This area has grown tremendously in the last 10 to 15 years, but we still have great opportunities and we still have great needs here. There are things that are happening to our state and that are happening to our community and to our district that will need to be addressed in the coming years. Right now, I am a firm believer that we need to have less government here in South Carolina. And when I mean less government, government is about serving people, protecting people, and sustaining people. Government cannot be all things to all people, but if we're able to give the tools to people that they need, then they'll be able to bring about their own quality of life. So I want us to continue to sustain South Carolinians with our government and to protect South Carolinians. Right now there's a DUI law, and if you've read the paper anywhere, you've read that Governor Sanford is out there along with Trey Gowdy from Spartanburg talking about how important it is to strengthen our DUI laws. Law enforcement will tell you that. Their hands can be tied many times. We should never have to pick the paper up and read that somebody has killed somebody and that they have a third and fourth offense in DUI. That is something that we have to address in this session, very much so. The tax structure of this state, we have continued to talk about what we're doing with school funding, how we're giving property tax relief to homeowners in the state, and that's great. But every time we tweak the tax structure, in South Carolina, we are ballooning out on the other side, and it is affecting somebody adversely. What we need to do in the state of South Carolina is to take a comprehensive look at our tax structure. And I will tell you that I will be a voice to go to Columbia and support colleagues and relationships that I have built there to push for that. We need to have a comprehensive look at what we're doing tax-wise. We put on an extra penny in sales tax, and right now we're talking about the economy not looking as good as it should. And the first thing that starts to take a dip is sales tax, because people do not continue to buy the big items like refrigerators and those kind of things that bring in a lot of sales tax. So we need to be very comprehensive in that. The other thing, and as I look around this room, I think about health care. The fact that we are a generation that is beginning not only to take care of parents, but also we are in many cases still taking care of children. And health care is tremendously important to people in this day and time. You've heard it nationally, and we've heard it on the state level. Small business health care is vital. Employers of small businesses can't afford to buy health care for their employees. We have got to work on that so that the smallest to the most mellow of age can have affordable and accessible health care, and especially those people who are in chronic illnesses and have long-term illnesses. You know, I look around this room and I take much pride, which all of you should too. And I know that Wanda Fowler is here in the room today. I remember that I had the opportunity to serve on the first board that developed a vision for this Middle Tyger Community Center. And it's this type of model project. Michael Thompson stands here today. He served on that board, and others in this room. This is a model for the state to look at, how government can bring entities together like DSS, DHEC, family literacy, GED, and all of that to serve our community. It's those kinds of collaboration that we need to have in this state. And it's those kinds of vision and collaboration that we have to push for. Politics is built on relationships. There's 124 people in the House of Representatives. I can't go to Columbia and do it by myself. I have to build the relationships that it takes to help convince a majority of those people that we have the needs in District 36, that we have the needs in this state to pass legislation that I would put forth. I feel that with the opportunities that you've given me to serve here in this district, to volunteer here in this district, and to grow up in this district, and the opportunities that you have given me to serve you in the state, gives me the knowledge and the experience and the built relationships that will help us move forward through the 21st century. So today, with education looming and knowing that we have great strides in that and that we need to work tremendously on our funding for our schools, we are blessed in District 5 to have one of the most outstanding school districts in the state. And believe me, I've been to all of them. But we still have much poverty and much needs when it comes to education in the state. So what we need to do, working together as a state, is to bring all of the schools in South Carolina to the level that you have helped bring the schools here in District 5. So today I ask you for your prayers. As your friend, I ask my friends and my family for my prayers, and also for the support, and most of all for your vote come June the 10th, so that I'll have an opportunity again to serve you as you have allowed me to serve you in the past. Thank you so much for coming. I love each one of you, and God bless you for the service that you have given and the service that you continue to give. And Rick, I want to thank you, along with the other people that have come that are not in this district, who have come to support and everything, along with my family and friends.